Well, that came out pretty good. That's not too bad. All right, we're gonna start on air filter, right? And so I had to relocate my battery on that side, and I'll go over that in another part. But this is 3.5 inch, and I bought this little filter. Bought this at AutoZone, and it's a 3 inch inside. You could cut this out here and make it 3.5 and all the way up to 4. And so I've got this hideaway headlight canister for the vacuum. So I want to try to get it to where it'll just kind of sit like that, and then the fresh air from here can get in there. So I just need to go from there to there. And I bought some adapters. Hopefully it'll work for it, but we'll see. All right, so I've got this 3.5 to 3 inch, and I've got this 3 inch 45 that I cut. It was about the same length. I cut it off, try to, okay, so I got it squeezed in there, and see it points down to where I need it to go, and I can, twist it to get that on there. And then this will fit on it, but I need to measure and cut. And then I could probably drill a hole here, because I still need that air intake temp sensor. So yeah, that's what I'll do. Is I'll probably keep it just like that. All right, so I got this thing cut to fit. I think it'll work. I'm gonna go ahead and we'll put the air filter on the end and see if it gives us enough room, but I should be able to drill a hole right there and put that, to clip that sensor onto. All right, I just got it test fit in there for now, but it looks like it'll work just like this. And I just need to tighten all this down. There's a slight 45, and then it sits right there, so it'll be sturdy just sitting the way it is, and it's sitting on top of this air vacuum canister, and then it's hard to see. I'll have to run these vacuum lines. I'll run it underneath it. But yeah, I'll just probably leave it like this, just match the radiator, whatever. I'm not gonna paint it. And I'll put a hole somewhere in here with the grommet and that sensor for that. I'll do that right now. Okay, I got a hole drilled. It's a 3/4 inch hole. So on these grommets, and I'll show you which one I got. But the inside diameter is 1/2 inch. But the part you want to cut is going to be 3/4. And I'll push it in there, and then I'll put it all together, and we'll go over the part list. All right, air intake's done. I've got this intake down here, and I'm counting on these 2 holes to provide some fresh air. And it's cooler than if it was all blocked off. Got that sensor in with that grommet. See, now here's supposed to be a breather hose, right, that goes to it also. I decided just to put a little filter on it, and I hate that it has 2 clamps, but this cover will cover it up. Once I get this installed, I just install it real mock up. So it'll just have a little silver cap out the front, so I'll leave it like that. But anyway, so yeah, I got this from AutoZone. This is a 45, 3 inch 45, 3.5 to 3 inch silicone, and then a 1/2 inch grommet. All right, on most of these B-bodies, you have this battery tray, and it's held in by these angle pieces, and it's usually on this side, right? So you'd have this angle piece go down there, and then it would use those 2 bolts, and then these 2 bolts. So we've got an intake on this side because the 6.4 has it angled over this way. We're gonna move it over here. You can see I've already got one of these in. I've got it drilled into place. All right, so another one will go about right here. And then I've already cut a corner off of this tray. it'll kind of sit like this. See, I've notched it out for the valve cover, and I'll have to put some protectant for that wire. And then I've already drilled. I kind of cut that and bent that out to drill it up against there. And then it'll have those two pads to sit down on. So yeah, so the battery will be here next to all this stuff. And the power wire can just go here. And the ground I'll have to frame and to engine block. And that'll be it. Okay, so battery's relocated to this side. We'll still need to get the piece that you put across to secure it. But it works. This will sit right here. Power wire, ground. So power right here, and ground I'll go down, and upper radiator hose will clear. This took forever for me to find. See what this is? This is 1.75 inches, and this is 1.5 inches. It's 13 inches long. It makes a pretty good bend. What I did was I cut up the old one that came off that motor. I cut it and kind of just fit it. Well, couldn't find anything, so I got one of these flex ones. And see, it's 1.75 inches by 1.5 inches, and it's 13.25 inches, and that's the Daco number, 81231. But it works. I still need to find a bottom one. But anyways, that does cold air intake and battery relocation. I'm gonna do wiring next, which that's gonna take me a little bit.